Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vet, Tressway. Takes this one at the 40. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's love across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. Prescott on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
I know that jet sweep didn't result in a home run, a splash play, Kate. That's a body blow. And boxers, they love to go to the body because if they do it enough, they know.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did, got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
1st and goal, here's Williams. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that.
Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pull that in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Commanders, nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Washington offense after the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Commanders the 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. They brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And they get to him again. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. Pass complete to Lane. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
4th down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. Going for it with Krosky Merritt. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Mariota splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. On the counter, Krosky Merritt. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Mariota. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Press away on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Here's Dak. Throw secured by George Pickens. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. From the gut is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Here's a design run. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Here's a give on the jet sweep. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. He beams one, deep right side. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. It's fielded at the 14. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Running out of the pistol. Krosky Merritt can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota now. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's making a bid for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Putting a receiver in motion. McLaurin with a catch out left. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Brought down by the East Carolina rookie, Savon Revel.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Mariota to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
He has it on the QB sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They go inside give to Krosky Merritt. And this runs overwhelmed. They drive him backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
47-yard line.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We played one here on Christmas Day. It's the Cowboys out in front. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Line up the design keeper. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First down. An 8-yard pickup.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Williams now on 1st and 10. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. They set up a screen here to Lamb. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They'll give it to Williams on the option. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Caught just shy of the goal line. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Williams does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And he will not be denied a 2nd time. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 20-zip lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Commanders nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing is Mariota. It's Cox. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the gun, a run for Krosky-Merritt. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Mariota. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's complete inside the 35. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 61 yards. And a Commanders first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line, still a couple yards short of that end zone.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 2-yard line.
Setting up, 2nd and goal. And they send a man in motion. Complete on the option. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game.
Commanders 7.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Tolbert now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Part of the reason this offense been humming today, been in such great rhythm and got this lead, well, they've protected themselves so well. Now they finally get punched in the face. And how do you adjust and how do you respond? Does it remain business as usual to stay out front, or can this defense finally get home?
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd. Dak now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Pickens, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
3rd and long. Prescott. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. This one misses the tight end. And now they're starting at 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Giving this to Merritt. Escapes a defender. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards. That's good for a Washington 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Back to throw, Mariota. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Mariota. Right side, caught by Sinnott. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. On the toss, here's Merritt. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's 6 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. Hits his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd down give to Krosky Merritt. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Lane motioning left. From the gun on 3rd down. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 1-score game in the first half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big play.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Dan Quinn pretty confident that they missed something there. He's going to challenge that call.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Design quarterback run here. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. From the gun is Prescott. into the hands of Lamb over the middle. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
A gain of 30 and a Cowboy first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Draw play. This is Williams. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
So now here's 3rd and 5. It's a design boom. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until they play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll push it to double digits and a 2-possession game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And they're going to try to take the lead back to 1 possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Mariota has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Mariota to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Mariota. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
2nd down, looking for options. Rolling into enemy territory. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They send him left out of the slot. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. 2nd and 3 now. Here's Mariota now. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing is Mariota. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
They're going to try to throw for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First down now, ball at the 33. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's Flournoy, he's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now here's Prescott. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Screen here for Williams. He dodged the tackle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for Dallas 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Puts his body on the line, and he got it! Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down now, ball at the 33. Throwing again, Prescott. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And this one does not go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, they need 7. Now it's Prescott again. Got a man, it's Flournoy. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Dak throwing again. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. Lofts it deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Now he takes it.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw, Mariota. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
You know, games that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Throwing from the gun here. He's keeping it again. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
A gain of 15 yards.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Right side, quick pass, complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They send it out wide to Samuel. And he's tackled for no gain.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
The Commanders ready for the punt.
The Cowboys take over first down.
Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run for Williams. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Prescott now on 3rd down. He's going for it himself. And he'll have it up to around the 23-yard line on the play.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. Picked up at the 38. Through the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Back to throw, Mariota. But there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Mariota has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. Here he goes, third and long. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Merritt on first down. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. It was Oso Digizua in on the tackle.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Merritt on his own read. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Merritt. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Design bootleg here. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last play stopped short. Still 3 yards to gain. 3rd and goal. The motion to receiver left. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders get it back to within 6.
27, Commanders 21.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Tolbert now to return it. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 32-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Prescott here from the gun. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
A handoff from Williams, running left. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
From the gun is Prescott. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Prescott is hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they keep possession.
Recovered by the offense.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. Jukes away from one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Commanders set to take over. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
To number 1, Deebo Samuel. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain.
Savon Rebel on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Right side, caught by Sinnott. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Washington first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Steps up and he's running with it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
A 3-yard loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Their punter making his way out now. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Dak off the play fake. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Dak. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets everything he has under this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota now. Finds the in route, complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. First down from the 42. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum, but keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Rain motioning left. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Throw left side, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Mariota. And oh, he got it! Interception! Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
At their own 20-yard line.
You know, Kay, we worked long enough together. You know exactly what I was saying to our producer and talk back. Circle that play. That could be the play we come back to when this game's all said and done and say it's a turning point play. You hate picks in the end zone, and you hate them in the second half.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Drops this one down here for Williams. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. So just a lone quarter remains in our Christmas Day game. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Prescott now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a two-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
Third and long, Prescott. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
They'll bring out the punter here. That's played at the 43. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Starting on the grounds here, Kronsky Merritt. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Washington first down.
22 yards. And a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Now hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Mariota. His top target, Samuel, has another one. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Going ground game again here. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders come through to tie it in the 4th. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a fourth quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Makes the score. Commanders 28, Cowboys 27.
About to kick it away. Here's Moody. Turpin with a return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action now for Prescott. Dump off to his fullback. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Dak now from the gun. That's caught by Williams. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Dump off pass to Williams. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Prescott takes off with it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They go with Williams on the counter.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Throw here, 3rd down. Looking for an open man. Oh no, the ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came back, there's 0 chance they were going to try to profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards.
53-yard attempt.
Got all of it, and this is good. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mariota. Hauled in by Lane. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Throwing is Mariota. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
He did such a good job, and not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Following the play, we have an injured Commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. All set to go now from the 35. 1st down, play action. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. He dodged the tackle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Terry McLaurin. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Mariota has it at the 7. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
25 yards on the play. That's another Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Oh, he lost the football! And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounced pass on it inside the 10. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Back now, pressure coming. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Jake Moody now in a high-pressure spot. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Tolbert now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Dump off caught by his back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Draw play. This is Williams. We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
3rd down. Commanders in the dime. 6 DBs out there. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's on target to Williams. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Shoves one away. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
1st and 10, Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. First and goal. Here's Williams. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal. Another for Williams. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a fourth-quarter lead. George Pickens the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
So as we expected, they're lining up to go for 2 here and a 7-point advantage.
The Cowboys.
Prescott's going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4.
Makes the score Cowboys 38, Commanders 31.
Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commanders are ready to go on offense, and we'll get a look at Deebo Samuel. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Sending the tight end in motion left. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Mariota to throw. That'll be complete to Burks. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to Traylon Burks. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders losing by 7. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. They'll motion the slot man right. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
12 yards.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Slot man in motion left. Back to throw. And finds Burks, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Logan Wilson has it. And the Cowboys make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He has the Cowboys first down, Brock. And that should clinch this win for him. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both.
All of us.